How's it going, guys? I'm your host, J-Rods. I'm over here with my co-host, Chris.
What's up, peoples?
We at the Built Different Boulevard, powered by Speedology, at the Charlotte Auto Show. We have Mr. Ahmad.
Thank
Did I
you,
say that
guys.
right?
Yeah, you did.
Okay. Yeah. You're the executive
Director, yep, for the
executive director for the Charlotte Auto Show.
Yeah.
Can you tell us a little bit about the Charlotte Auto Show, how it got started, and how did you guys come up with this idea for this?
Yeah, so it started 32 years ago. It's put on. We run the Greater Charlotte Auto Dealers Association, so it supports the franchise car model here within 11 counties. Mecklenburg being the home, but the 11 counties of the Greater Charlotte region.
Right.
So it's really marketing efforts to support what the dealers are getting and also giving back to the community. So that was the biggest piece that the dealers saw 32 years ago, got together, started a committee at that time as an auto show committee, and it's been great ever since.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So is it like privately owned, or is just like a bunch of dealerships get together and then decide to like host the event?
So we're a nonprofit entity, so a 501c6. The dealer association is made up of myself and our two great teammates, Brittany and Cindy, and then a board of directors that's made up of the 11 different franchise car dealers of the automotive groups in the region. Really, the auto show is put on in a couple of different ways based on the past, but either the tier 1 from the OEM level directly, tier 2 where it's a split between OEM and the local franchisees' marketing efforts, or tier 3 where it's coming from the dealership and they're representing the brand themselves. So we as a dealer association really get together with our dealers and we talk with their ad agencies, et cetera, to see what that footprint looks like for each year.
So how long does it take to set up an event like this for the year and to get it going?
Yeah, it'll start in 2 weeks, right?
Really?
So we start off in January, right in the middle. We're in the start of auto show season.
Right.
And, they continuously travel throughout. And each city themselves have their own market strengths and weaknesses. So we really try to focus on all the brands that were at the show this year and get them to return for next year based on post-show surveys, et cetera. And then if there wasn't a brand here that consumers want to see, it's really finding ways to make sure that we can get them for the following year.
So this year you guys are involved in the Built Different Boulevard.
Yeah.
How did that idea come up, and how have you seen that impact the Charlotte Auto Show?
Yeah, there's a number of shows across the country that have kind of emphasized the car culture, and we did a little bit of it last year with the history of the automobile section. It was a taste, and people were like, hey, let's do something a little bit bigger. Went up to New York, saw Philly. There are some great aftermarket sections at their auto shows, and Tamsen, I reached out to her. We became friends last year, and like, hey, let's collaborate on something that can be really cool, not only for the car enthusiasts, but the off-road, the performance side of people that really want to go to the auto show that maybe don't want to look at the new cars, but it's an opportunity for them to get in the building, and maybe they see something that catches their eye afterwards when they come to an atmosphere like this. So it's all about finding new ways, getting the auto enthusiasts involved, and continuing to build what the great Charlotte community has.
It definitely brings the wow factor too,
Mm-hmm.
right? I mean, looking at brand new 2026 vehicles from the dealers is great. It's beautiful. But when you get to see different aspects of the car culture combining together, it's a different world.
It is. I was talking to somebody the other day. It's really the art of an automobile, right? You're seeing the artistic side here where it started, right?
Yeah.
We have some Porsches in here, right, with the 53,
Yeah.
and then you can go see what a newer one looks like over there and how it's kind of evolved.
That big evolution is big.
It is, and especially with the technology, right? There's cars over there that the entire dash is a screen. Meanwhile, we've got a Mustang over here where you can't even see out of the dash, right? So
shout to Bradley and team.
yeah. So seeing all those pieces in one location is so cool for everybody that takes part of the show.
So do you have a favorite car here in the show today at the Built Different Boulevard? What would it be?
Gotta know what it is. Gotta pick one.
Car. I am a huge hip hop fan, so when we saw Dame, she introduced me to him. I would say his Porsche with the. I didn't see the Coca-Cola wrap until he brought it in here today,
Yeah.
but just the way he's just really taken that whole area in the 80s and 90s feel is just so cool, and adding that element to it. I'm very grateful that Paid in Full was able to come out here, and I would say his Porsche is a favorite of mine.
Paid in Full, they're a great car club. I love those guys, and I'm a big hip hop head too. So having to see that 90s era feel come into this car show with Built Different Boulevard, it adds that great wow factor.
It does. Yeah, and then he's got the TVs going. Yeah, that's just another feel to it because you can really touch on so many different genres, backgrounds. Again, the art of the automotive. We're sitting right in front of a couple of the racing icons as well, and then movie icons. So it really brings it all together.
Yeah. Where do you see the Charlotte Auto Show going with the Build Different Boulevard? Do you expect it to expand it for next year and following years?
Yeah, I definitely can see it grow. This has been a huge hit. Definitely been a show favorite. We're going to do some post-show surveys and kind of see what that is, but I can see this growing, especially with what we've already seen from some of the aftermarket groups too that have reached out in the middle of the show, seeing how they can be a part of it. And then again, it's just getting into the community and seeing what they want from a show perspective and trying to bring that to life.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So is there any other shows that you guys kind of host that is not like to this scale of like smaller? Like, how Cars and Coffee was here before? Is there like things like that you guys do for the community or something that you're planning on getting into?
So we do another event. It's not necessarily on the show side, but because we're a dealer association, we try to do a lot of things for the dealers.
Right.
And on their behalf, we do an auto tech competition.
Oh, okay.
So we partner local high schools within the automotive community here in the 11 counties. We partner them with a local dealership. They do 15 to 20 hours of service technician work inside the dealership, and then they compete at the Charlotte Motor Speedway for college scholarships. So
that's pretty cool.
They're doing interviews right there with hiring managers. They're on vehicle 2-hour training. And that's such an awesome event because you're seeing the workforce and the young automotive students have an opportunity to really find their next job and then helping the workforce as a whole.
That is amazing.
Yeah, that sounds like that's
cool.
just one aspect of giving back to the community and kind of helping that spread the word of what it is.
Exactly, yep. And it's the next generation, right?
Yeah.
There's a lot of different pieces now where on the new car side, you're a full-blown engineer looking at these vehicles, right? So if we can provide that opportunity to get them involved with that, this is a great thing that we can do.
So if a company or let's say another dealership, etc., like wants to be part of the Build Different Boulevard or the Charlotte Auto Show, how can they go about doing that with you?
Yeah, you can reach out to us directly on our website, info@charlotteautoshow.com. Tell us a little bit more what you're looking to do, and we'll see how we can make it fit.
That is great.
Awesome.
Well, thank you for taking the time to have
appreciate
this
it.
conversation.
Yeah,
Thank you very much.
It was very nice meeting you.
Yeah, nice to meet you too.
And shout out to Speedology for hosting the Build Different Boulevard at the Charlotte Auto Show. We'll catch you guys in the next interview.